Hey friends, my name is Cameron, and I want to welcome you guys to Lonely Cactus Country Club, a YouTube golf channel that's going to be featuring me and some of my friends playing golf, some of the best courses and some of the worst courses across Arizona, and putting them all on video for you guys to check out and follow along with. Cheers, and go make some birdies.
All right, starting things off on hole 10 at the Duke Rancho el Dorado in Maricopa, Arizona. Fresh out of my day job, hopping in the cart, hopping to the tee, yanked one left. Then we got a little skinny Lenny one out here to the right from like a $120. That'll happen. I'm just happy to get the club on the ball. So this is a cool thing right here that happens. My boy Dan chips in from off the front of the green, which is a really fun start for him. I've got a chip shot here. There's a pretty big slope, so I'm just kind of trying to land it somewhere in the fringe and kind of let it bounce. It'll roll all the way down from there. But once again, have had zero warm-up. I've got a mic hanging off of my hat for the first time. So, you know, just a little chili dip to get things started for the day, but not to sweat. Gonna hop up here, balls on the fringe, maybe 20 feet down the hill. It all kind of feeds to the hole, so why not just go ahead and drain it? You know what I mean. I didn't know how to react. I'm new to the camera game, so just trying to get with it. So moving on, hole 11, our second hole. We're playing a mix of the back tees and the one up from the back tees. We're on the back on the odd holes, and we're at the one ups on the even holes, about 6,900 yards. So just trying to feather one down there, keep it in play. I'll also let you know that the game that we like to play, it's me, OGV, and Dan today. So we have 3 players. We like to play the 9-point game. 5 points goes to the lowest score, 3 points to the next lowest, 1 to the worst score, so on and so forth. If you're not that familiar with it, most of you probably are. If you'd like to gamble when you golf for candy bars or sodas or whatever you do. So a couple of pars there to get started. That one was a little more routine. Just a little hybrid off the tee here. This hole's like 360, but it's got a fairway bunker that guards the middle of the fairway, as you can see. I like to lay it back, have more of a full shot, hit a pretty good wedge in here to about 15 feet. Nice look. Maybe you can get a birdie going. Would be helpful. Dan and Vern each have 2 birdies in the first 3 holes. We got Dan about to brush his in actually after a couple really nice shots. So get things started. I've got a boring 3 pars. They each have 2 birdies and a bogey. Got a par 3 coming up next, 13th hole, our 4th hole. It's like a 150-yard shot, but for some reason I very rarely ever hit a really good shot on this hole. Wind always seems to be blowing in a weird direction on it, but still on the green. Got a look, got a little too excited, acting brand new. My putting lets me down sometimes, but I've been hitting a lot more greens recently. Haven't been that comfortable over the putter, making some long putts, missing a lot of those little 6 to 8 footers as you saw there. Happy to see it back, but Vern missed too, so tough putt. Dan feeling good about his game. Had a video going here, and he blocks one over there into houses. Houses aren't really even in play at the Duke typically, so that wasn't great. But I'm finally getting a fairway with a driver. You love to see that. Gives you a chance to hit this green in 2. But also there's a gigantic bunker to the left. Green runs away to the right. You don't want to be left. I know that. You know that. Everybody knows it. Easy to just come out of that, leave it over in the little pitching area to the right, and then pop it right up the hill. Hopefully have a pretty good birdie look, which I did to like 6 feet, and again missed it about a cup right of my target. But as I could see on some of those putts, and as I think I correct on a couple of them, I was just aiming too far out to the right. I do that a lot. I feel like I'm going to pull it. It'll happen. So here we put one right down the middle of the fairway, kind of a tough tee shot. Got another just full pitching wedge from about 130. A little bit of a hanging lie, but we stuff it in there pretty tight. Got about 6-8 feet. Get our first birdie of the day, which would be really helpful for some points and some moolah. And able to brush this one in, so got a little excited there, but nice. So you love to see it. He's on the board. I've got about 200 yards here on the second par 3 on the back 9. Can never see the green, but I feel like I hit a lot of good shots on this hole for some reason. Maybe there's something to that. Even though my long irons are definitely not the best part of my game. Get it up there to about 15 feet with a little punch 4-iron into the wind. And love this putt the whole way. Super disappointing to see that one just catch the lip and get duked. Now we got the 17th hole, back tee. So this is like 440 or 450 from back there. Important to hit a good tee shot right in the middle of the fairway. But this fairway always kind of slopes, a little bit of a down slope, and into the wind. So hit a 6-iron. You can't come up short. That's no good. I almost never do. So I couldn't tell you how bad it is, but it doesn't look fun. I usually have this 30 or 40 footer from behind the hole that I'm trying to lag up somewhere close if I don't hit a great shot in. And OGV drips it back, so, you know, it was in there close. As close as it needed to be anyways. 18th hole, we're playing it from the one-up tees. I hate it from there. It's only about a 500-yard hole. There's a pond down the left. It's the picturesque hole at the Duke. Love playing it as the 9th hole instead of the 18th as well, so you're in the sun, but wish I would have hit it in the sun because instead I hit it in the lake like an idiot. So take a drop, got about 200 yards, 205 yards, all over water, a little bit into the wind. I'm a little angry. But just a chance to go ahead and hit a 4-iron again, just like on the par 3 a couple holes ago. Get it in the center of the green, got about 30 feet, and can 2-putt and make a par and keep it moving. So that seems like the thing to do. I lag it up there. Maybe it's about 4.5 or 5 feet short. Inside right putt, and he blew it. And yeah, so that's 2 balls in the lake on that hole. But don't worry, that one was a used ball. I tend to use balls for a long time in Arizona. I don't lose them often. If I would not be playing the gold tee on 18, I wouldn't have lost one then. But we get to hole number 1, our 10th hole of the day. Stripe one right down the middle, still into the wind. Got about 240, 230 left to the front edge. Hit a solid 3-wood here, just up to the right corner. And the coolest shot of the day coming here from my boy Dan. He's about 40 yards short right, and I thought he was going to smoke the camera. I was standing just back to the left of this, and I saw him blade it, and I see the ball flying, and I just could not decide. Should I run over and grab it and move it or not? And I just watched terrified as it bounced past and got a pretty cool shot. So we'll take that. Chip shot here, one of the best parts of my game normally, and it was here. We pitch it up to about 2 feet, able to tap that one in, get another birdie. And this happens a lot. Uncomfortable tee shot. If you miss left, you're going to go in the desert and you have no shot. Bailed out right. 110-yard bunker shot. Can be tricky, but I just do a little punch chip pitching wedge up there. Hit a pretty nice shot. Got 20, 25 feet maybe. This hole is a short hole in the scorecard, but it very rarely gets birdied. Tricky green, blind shot with a wedge. So just moving out of there with a par. Scores updated. As you can see, I'm even par. This particular scoring tracker on the top does not have a way to put an E. It only does numbers, so that's what we're working with. Dan hanging around +3, still got a pretty good scorecard going. This is one of his best swings of the day. Blast it down the middle. This is a short par 4, 360 yards or so. I had 82 right here, which is just a perfect full 60, and hit it right on the money. Love to get it up there to 5 feet. Thank you to the crowd. And hoping to just pour this in and keep the streak going. Get it back under par would be great. And you love to see it. So always a good feeling being able to brush those birdies in. We got another par 5 coming up, so a chance to keep it going. If you just keep it in play, there is a giant fairway bunker, but can carry that from here. It's like 270, 260 to get over it. And then OGV. This is his easily best driver swing of the day. 2 over par and just rips it. He is, if you see him on the senior circuit, you don't want none of that. I'm gonna tell you that right now. So another 4-iron here. I've got about 205 uphill, somehow into the wind yet again. I don't know how that happens, but just trying to get it up there short. I know it's a front pin, leave myself a pretty easy pitch shot, which I've learned out here in Arizona. Play that pitch and run. It stays firm. It doesn't ever rain, hardly ever. And yeah, able to get it up there close, make another birdie, scorecard check, feeling good, getting some dots. Actually, John has joined us on the front, but it was hard to get all the videos that I was already getting, so couldn't get everybody. Another signature hole in the front nine here. You've got the par 3 5th hole, our 14th. Beautiful hole. You've got, as you come into the neighborhood, the big fountains in the background. So I always like playing this hole at sunset, mountains in the back, really looks picturesque. I pretty much pull it like this every time so that I don't hit it in the pond. We finally get a chance to reload on some refreshments. Love a nice ice cold Dr. Pepper in the middle of the afternoon. And doing pretty good in the game. Those birdies were worth an extra point on top, so I don't know where things stood, but I know I'm definitely in the lead at this point. So didn't get a good recording of the putt from just left of the green. It was like 50 feet, but rolled it up there like 4 feet here, straight up the hill, and able to bang it in. So game feeling pretty good, but I'm also getting exhausted trying to record this video. Also thinking that I was speaking the entire time and was not, so. But lesson learned. Yank one over here to the left. This is kind of fun, though it gets in some, there is no deep rough or heather hardly in Arizona, but I managed to find some here. Could barely see my ball. Just a good example of, trying to just punch it out. I'm like 90 yards to the green, so just trying to get a little 8-iron rolling here. Really just trying to get it back in the fairway would be great. It comes flying out of there and over the green to a back right pin, so it's absolutely screwed. But you know what, sometimes you just hit a shot too good, and that's just the way it is. So pretty much have an impossible pitch shot here. I do pretty well just to give myself a 15-footer for a Parmesan, but rolling it back up here into the sun, moving the camera again. Not going to be my best roll. This is really cool, though. Just a great example. Getting out here with your friends, getting a good game going. Everybody's playing well. OGV, Dan, everyone is like +2, +3, +4, right in there on the round. As you can see, I'm still 1 under par. This might be my best swing of the day. Got a 5-iron to like 195 front pin. Just an awesome shot. Always love when I can hit long irons well, because that is not my forte at all. Zooming in here, you can see I hit it close, but at this point I also forgot to keep my camera charged, so it died as well. So not only did I not accurately get the microphones to work, we lost the rest of the video, but that's okay. Hope you guys enjoyed it, got a good look at this, and excited to bring some more videos in the near future. Have some really fun courses to play, and I think we'll have some great games, and I hope you guys enjoy. Thanks for checking out Lonely Cactus Country Club, episode 1.